Disease is affecting it muchly in a way that it causes something like ulcers onto the body, which gives them hungriness, and also sometimes it gives them to be hungry each kind of the time. They should be fed with the food every 1 hour. They should be giving food, and I think the hospital here offers 3 meals a day: breakfast, lunch, and supper, which is segmented to each possible time, like a diversion, a positive diversion of 4 to 5 hours or 6 hours approximately. If you're going to be getting a breakfast in the morning, which is around 6 or 7, the lunch will come around 12 or 13 in the talk about lunchtime edition, then up to 5 or 6 in the evening, which is a positive diversion hours of approximately 6 good hours, which is cannot withstand them, because they need food after every hours, in a way that they become hungry in a short period of time. And when I came here and I saw the condition, I just thought about this condition is hungriness. And already when I've just brought much of the food, there's no completion, there's no nothing talking, there's nothing like, oh, how are we going to be doing this, how are we going to be dealing with this one. So at least you can come to the realization that we have to solve this kind of the matters once and for all. But also, we will not leave the Holy Spirit people out. We will not leave the church out, in a way that they should preach to her and also get her in touch, in a way that she will just be mentally capable of understanding what's going to be coming out. And that's what we are running to make sure that everything going to be coming. I know she has triggered much of the trauma, or talk about stigmatization to other patients who are in this kind of the facility, and which is a bit a problem, in a way that even the facility is talking about, oh, Gintu, which kind of the crazy people are coming up with this kind of the people here. And a bit they're going to talk about, Gintu, take your luggages and leave, or take this kind of the people and vanish with an immediate, no tracing. And even sometimes, if she can just continue the same kind of the habit, we can even talk about, oh, Gintu, take your people for free and they go. And you know we have a balance. And a bit it will become be crazy, in a way that we have searched for this kind of the facility. We have the nurses, they're here to take care of her. Talk about the kitchen premises people, they have been taking care of her a bit. And once she can just come to that kind of the mentality of again becoming wild, in a way that even guys, you are not available. If we could be available here, I could show you how this kind of the things were happening on top of the story building there, and at the stairs. Talk about loud voice. You understand, whenever person the screws are not tightened correctly, you understand, whenever comes out, popping out words, they can come out like something. My friend, you have detonated RPG. So it was some of the effect that were coming out from this kind of the facility, but we're going to be handling it down, and we're going to be cooling it down at this kind of the moment. And I appreciate much of the people supporting us also. I'm talking about we have to get forward, and that is the moment I'm going to be doing it. Sasa nilikuwa nataka nikuulize, umesema sahi ni maombi. Sasa akae huku ama apeleke sehemu nyingine? Sana sema itaenda Tanzania. Mimi sijajua.
Akifika Tanzania atakaa siku 2 3, atatoka tena na mimi.
Okay.
Yaani zile azizi na mimi.
Oh, so.
Alafu mama, hivi unajua huyo mama Yuji amepona. Umeona hata wewe venye tumejaribu ashapona. Sasa shida yenye nilikuwa nataka nikuulize, hiyo shida ya akili amekaa nayo kwanza kitambo ama, kwa sababu unajua sisi tulikuwa tunatibu Jiggers ugonjwa, hatuko tunajua akili yake venye iko fanya. Sometimes akosao mtaongea vizuri, sometimes tena kama leo tumeona fire amenitusi hapa kwa ndani, ametufukuza kwenda huko
What I brought them here because they were having the Jiggers, which was a hospital treatment that they could just get. Because we saw the impact of coming here is to bring them and get a cure, where they can just be staying and also deal with that disease with an immediate effect. But now the disease is now treated. Now I think this is the 14th day even, maybe even the 13th or 14th day. 14th. Eh? So already we are done with this kind of the Jiggers. Now the problem now arising after the Jiggers are now healing, now we have another problem, mental health problem. So she is asking the mom here, what are we going to be doing to make sure that are we going to be reaching out to the pastors? Are we going to be reaching out to the priests? Are we going to be reaching out to the witchcraft people? Or what is the real fact here, so they can just know how to deal with the mental health problem? Or are we going to be getting her to Madara, which is a rehabilitation center? Or which kind of the way we're going to be dealing with this kind of, because we have treated one disease that we came out here and they're now good. Even they can be released even today to go back home. But now the problem is the mental health problem. How are we going to be sorting it out? So that's the question that she is asking to the grandma here. And the only thing that I can just talk about is because of the impact of the surrounding, because of the impact of getting the preaching or getting this kind of the religious coming into or bisecting it together, I think about they're going to be prayed. And if I will be there, I will hold her. So as whenever somebody talk about I want to, but is it a fact that even a pastor, even if it's a spiritual, is it allowed even a pastor to touch your head and get the spiritual, or the spirit things can get into you direct? I don't know about that, and I know sometimes you can speak into tongues and everything going to be coming out, what I understand. But if it's the pastor is insisting to touch the head so as the miracle can work, I'll be there to make it happen, because that's what we want to make it happen. Because if that is what they need, I should be there so that I can just hold her. Because whenever she brings some nonsense, I'll deal with her perpendicularly, because I'm the one now like the parent.
So, Gintu, just to add something about that, yeah, I think according to my advice and my experience, yeah, I think the patient, they don't just require the speech, it's any spiritual guidance. They also need they call them the those people.
Psychiatric specialist.
Yes.
Psychiatric.
Oh.
Yeah, with mental issues.
Oh, mental
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have them here?
No, that's why tunataka kujua. Sasa unajua shida yenye ulituletea tutibu ishaisha. Sasa ndio tunataka kujua hiyo shida ako nayo.
Mental problem. Where did it start from?
Yeah.
And how is it going to be dealt with? So if it's, they have talked about a name here, psychiatric, I don't know, Patrick.
Psychiatrist. Psychiatrist.
I think they have to see the specialist first before you go to spiritual issues, because they have not gone to the hospital.
What about if the psychiatric person is no longer available? We have to order for or get an appointment. We have to deal with
the person cannot be available here. They have to be referred to Migori so that they can see the specialist. In case there is no medication, they can go to the spiritual.
Even just to add on top is that you see, these people have been with the spiritual people for quite some time, and from
it's
the
not
history,
the first time.
yes,
yeah, it's not the first
if
time.
you can try to interrogate the mother-in-law, you can get that this is not the first experience. So that is not workable as per now. So the only thing that is remaining that we have at hand is about visiting the psychiatrist. Psychiatry.
And what I understand from this kind of the moment is whereby use the local material around you to sustain yourself. So if local material and the pasta is available, deal with the pasta and the food. Sometimes because sometimes you might talk about you have to look for this, and also understand you have to book an appointment. And again, booking the appointment, we don't have that cash right now to talk about we're going to be dealing with that one. So but if it reaches to that moment of okay, now I have a problem here again arising. Now we get to the psychiatric person and talk about she has a mental health problem. What next?
Money is needed.
For?
Treatment.
So for her to go in a rehab?
No, not a rehab. She's going to be put on medication to sustain the mental problem.
So they know themselves. So whenever they're going to be talking, they know how they're going to be dealing with her. And what about, because they have a legacy, do you know the legacy of her to be in such kind of a condition?
No.
Let me tell you a story now. The story is this. This lady, she was one of the very beautiful ladies in Nyabuanse. You understand that? Not the way you can now see her, she is this way. And even right today, you can come to the realization she was talking about, oh Gintu, you have brought me where some of beautiful ladies are. Please take me out of here, because Magapo is now administered. Talk about you're gonna be looking for beautiful ladies who are the nurses. And she was talking about she's now older and she doesn't have, nobody is looking after her. and because of how the condition is, how the nurses are, you understand? And I said this kind of the momentum whenever it comes to men. And when a man is full, the stomach is full, there's nothing is peeping onto the brain. It's only that who is beautiful here and spotting. You understand? So I think Magabo right now, maybe the wife is checking, why is Magabo now looking here and there? And that's why she's talking about very beautiful nurses are passing and Magabo is interested. So coming to that kind of the point coming out, the story is, this kind of the lady, whenever she was married, and she was married one of, they have not told us that she was married with one of the people from Tanzania. And that guy took her to Tanzania. Then Magabo stole her from Tanzania and came back to here in Nyabuanzi, which is making some of the problems to arise in a way that that person felt bad and talked about, I want to be dealing with you perpendicularly. So that person went to the witchcraft. So with that witchcraft is when you want to deal with the fire, deal with the fire with a fire. Don't deal with the fire with the water
Smoke.
or whatever. Sometimes it cannot put it on or off. So if it is, we're going to be talking to this kind of, and I'm not advertising for it. And that's why God also have this kind of the people at the eclipse of the moment that we have them as, talk about in the environment. Like this kind of the witch doctors. So the witch doctors are not bad. Much of the people use them and they are healing. So I don't know from their own say, because some of the times you have to deal with things the way they are, right? Let us not deal with some of the issues and we know they will not work. Because everybody knows, whenever a witch doctor has already dealt with you perpendicularly in terms of psychological problems, nobody can deal with it spiritually. And that is it. Whoever can be just lying to us will be dying to us. And that's the effect that we're going to be having at this kind of the moment. But you have to deal with it. Ndio nataka nikuulize. Mumeenda kwa mganga mara ngapi? Amuende kwa mganga? Haujaenda? Sasa wa Kristo, niko na swali. And she's talking about they have not ever went to a witch doctor. And because I know to sustain your sustainability, use the local material around you. And if that was you have to put fire, or if it's a fire, use another fire to put it off. So sasa ukisema ni kwa kanisa, mmeenda kwa kanisa mara ngapi? Na haijawahi fanya kazi.
Hataki kuombea. Hapo alipo, nilipomwombea mara ya kwanza, hiyo pepo alisema hivi, hatutaki apone, tunataka asiale kwenye ile nyumba, atoke kwenye ile nyumba awe kichaa. Hapo nataka awe kichaa. Na sio mtu mwingine ndani yake anamfahamu.
Asante.
Ananisababisha ukweli. Na ndio nao kujua funza ili wateketee. Ile protein ndio nao
ile protein.
Wale protein kubwa sasa wataka waangamize hao ndio hao.
Also, it's a family matters and family issues, that the family. I said it. I know she was married and she was one of guys. I'm telling you, when it comes to history, that this lady was very, very beautiful, and I'm telling that as a fact, very beautiful. But when it comes to right now, and you can see her, you think about how aged she is. But to the fact, the mom, she has already commented and she's already lamenting that they have tried the pastor, they have tried for her to be prayed, but nothing is coming out permissively in a way that they're going to be maybe having an impact or whatever. But what I can come to the conclusion is it's only the family members who are making her and the family to reach. But that kind of talk about maybe if it's a herb that was starred for them to be in such kind of the condition, what I can come out clearly to say is it's tied somewhere, and somebody is tying them somewhere, and it's not for Magabo, it's only the lady who is having such kind of that she is into. It's only the lady, and for us to deal with it, guys, you have to deal with the third eye, not the first eye. That is it. And we're going to be coming out of this kind of the video talking about everything going to be so fantastic. I'm going to be solving this kind of the matters one-on-one live, and talk about everything going to be coming to you live. I'm going to be recognizing the humanity as we're going to be ending this kind of the video. And hey, Ayubu now is very fantastic here and the praying. Ni watoto wanakaanga hivyo. Unajua acha wakikanyaga hata kwa shule, unajua hata geti. Sasa unajua yeye sasa Mayubu is being driven with his own natural mind. there's no added mind there. The only added mind is caves, and some slabs. That's the only added mind that he can just talk about, and also the condition he has been subjected into, and which drives him that way. But Ayub is good. The Magapo is good. The other young baby is good. Even today, the mother had tied the young lady with the clothing. Imagine the clothing that we always buy here. You can now imagine that she is tearing, including the underwears. Now the underwears are now tying her properly. Like you think about it, is a castrated dog wants to be castrated, tying completely everywhere. And even right now, I think she's still tied. And I don't know if let me see.
Yeah, guys, I'm coming live from the hospital where Its Gintu has given us the history of what is happening and everything, the way it is happening in a systematic way. The condition, you have heard that there are some plans to take the patient to the psychiatrist so that she can be looked on. That is what I've just proposed. But they're talking about spiritual guidance, which is still fantastic thing. But still, I stand with the psychiatrist because he was at home, he was everywhere, and those things have happened several times. Because from the history of the mother-in-law, she has said that this is not the first time or the second time they are visiting the psychiatrist. Nani, the pastor, the spiritual leaders, this is not the first time. So this is just a faith hospital where they have been doing all these. So I was just advising them because that one they have done it and it has not nothing has happened. Why can't they see something, an alternative way, so that they can really do some other thing, some other guidance, so that great things can have, because life matters and that's the reality. So let them go ahead and see the mental people who can offer them guidance and everything, because when we depend on let's integrate everything, the spiritual and the medics, so that because from the history about the medics are saying that for them they only knew one thing, that those people were having jiggers, but to their surprise there is something else, that is the mental illness, mental problem. So these they have not tackled it, and they need a chance to even tackle these things so that they can see that can they do this thing once and for all. So after that they get another sister, which will be fantastic, because that is something that because even they were saying that the pastors were here when we came, there were pastors here, so they have tried to pray for them, but they were shouting, doing a lot of things. So that is the point, that is what is happening as per now. So stay tuned, because we are going to talk a lot of things, different things. So we are going to learn, and stay tuned, watch till the end. Remember, for those who have not subscribed to this wonderful YouTube channel, just subscribe so that we can be learning a lot of things. Yeah, stay tuned, let's go. Hello, good and amazing people, welcome back to this fantastic YouTube channel. It goes by the name Max the Vet, where I'm just coming one-on-one from a village setup, where I'm just standing next to where I'm eager to do my chicken construction, actually chicken coop, because I want to venture into this farming thing to be a reality. Because I've been visiting a lot of farms, I've been going around to see how people are venturing into farms. I'm back to the village from Eldoret, where I've explored a lot of things, from knowing how animals are being raised, knowing how to handle these animals, knowing a lot of things, even when it comes to poultry farming, everything. So for those who are coming across this YouTube channel for the first time, yeah, stay tuned, make sure that you subscribe, like the videos, and turn on the notification bell so that you can be learning a lot of things. Remember to like and watch the video till the end, so that even for us, even for the ads, make sure that you watch the ads. I personally am called Maxwell Lumumba, a village boy in the village who is trying to make ends meet through doing some content creation, that is logs and a lot of things. So for those who are passionate about farming, for those who want to see how villagers, how we dive deep in this village, stay tuned because we are going to learn a lot of things. So basically for today, I showed us the space where I want to build the kitchen coop, and today is a cleaning day where we are going to do some cleaning. Then we'll be proceeding with going to inspect some we are going to inspect where I'm supposed to go cut some trees, and then I'll be back to these things. So just to show you an overview of how things are proceeding here. It's just cleaning after cleaning, removing some dirt where the place will be utilized. The last video I was telling us that I have a challenge of acquiring this place, but today the good news is I've already got this place. So the space is here, available for the next 5 years, and actually I'm going to do all the construction, all the kitchen coop from this site. Let me show you how this site looks like, but don't comment about the way it looks at it's like not that pleasing enough. So that's the entry point for this kitchen coop that I want to construct. That is the exit from that point, the entrance. Yeah, so this is the space that I'm talking about. This is the real space. You can see these are we call them the remains from the maize cobs. Yeah, this is how it looks like. In this side there are some rabbits here. These are some rabbits. Yeah, this is where some chicken are sleeping as per now. Yeah, this is where I want to construct the chicken coop from this point here. Just have a look at it. It is very big. Yeah, that looks like almost 6 feet. Then from here to here it is almost like 8 feet by 6 feet. Yeah, so the way I was saying that the design for this place has to be this way. Yeah? I'll be constructing the coop until here, somewhere here. Next to this there is a door here, so I'll be constructing almost up to here, and it will be like L-shaped. Yeah, I'll be utilizing this space like maximum utilization of this space, so that I'll get a very big coop to accommodate like 500 chicken. Yeah, so it will be starting from that point there up. Yeah, and good thing is about there are some good vegetation up here. You can have a look at how the vegetation is here. Yeah, so this is the way the space looks like. So here there will be a place here for a working space. Yeah, where anybody who wants to come here, it will be like a working space here. So this is the space number 1 till here, space number 2. So I'll be looking if this place here will be demolished or it will be remaining the same the way it is. So I'll be giving an update of what you see. We already have some bricks with us here, just small number of bricks. The iron sheet, used iron sheet, they are here. So that means I've already started. Yeah? I've already started getting some things. So I'm supposed to go do some milling. Yeah, the saw milling, where I'm supposed to cut down some trees so that the trees will be used in construction purpose. And because the iron sheet are there, if you wish to support this YouTube channel, maybe with 1-2 mabatis. Yeah, because the design for this construction has to be, I want to make it like I want to put those wire mesh, the plastic wire mesh, because they cannot get rust from that point. So that is what my intention is, because I just want to do a structure once and for all, so that to be accommodating several chicken, and everything has to be proceeding the way they are supposed to be proceeding. Yeah, so this is the way, this is the plan, and I'm going to make this plan a reality. Everything will be taking shape, everything will be taking action from here. So let us continue watching these videos so that we can really appreciate with what is going on. So these are Kitchen coop number 1 will be proceeding from this point. You can hear some noise. Those are some kids just playing here. These, yeah, it is next to a school. Yeah, this compound is being utilized by we call it a baby school, baby care school. So I'll be putting some door here so as to prevent these kids. You can see that is a kid, to prevent kids from coming here. So these will be like, nobody will be coming here. So for those who maybe they will be asking, what is this? This is a kitchen place. This is a cooking space that I don't know who was cooking here. I don't know. So this is how we cook in the village. Yeah, firewood. Then we have the 3 stones. Yeah, this number 1, 2, 3. You put the pan here. You put the pan here. Then you just leave the fire. Then a person can be cooking from that point. Yeah, you just put a very big. You put a pan here. Then you cook from that place. Yeah, this is just a scooper. We call it is it a shovel? We call it a scooper, something like, in Swahili we call it koleo. Yeah, something like a shovel, just to scoop some dirt and everything. So this place has to be cleaned, and I'll be starting cleaning everything so that everything can be proceeding the way it is. So I'm going to start everything. Yeah, so I think I have to be using a scoop and a wheelbarrow. The way you saw, there was a wheelbarrow here and a scoop, so I'll be using these to put some dirt in those. These things are being placed, we call it some tomatoes inside those things. Yeah, you see the way it looks like. Somebody took his time to craft this thing. Yeah, it looks very good. It looks very good. So I really appreciate for you taking time to watch this video. Let me just get deep to do this kind of task. That's enough for today. Watch other videos till the end. Goodbye for now, till we meet again. Goodbye.